So we are finally here, at the end of an era. Team 4-Star has just uploaded Part 1 and Part 2 of what is most likely going to be the last episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And I thought, maybe it's time to do a retrospective. But then realized everyone else is probably going to be doing that, so I made a bigger plan. I'm going to cover some of the best Abridged series in the last 10 years to show the different types of styles, and then talk about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, with a little secret video at the end to advertise what I think is going to be the next step in Abridging. So, let's start on what I consider the highest quality production of an Abridged series I've ever seen, A Slap On Titan. A Slap On Titan is an Abridged series on Attack on Titan that started in 2014 by a man named Tom Andre, uploaded on his channel, Tom Andre, and was well received for its line writing, offensive humor, and its high production values. Personally, I do find these early episodes funny, but they have one major sticking point: the voice acting.
He's sleeping! It was insulin shock.
You're not a diabetic.
And you're not a psychic.
You're not a diabetic.
Give me a cookie.
It feels like everyone in the beginning of the show is an amateur. It's not grating, but it's not particularly good either, especially Eren. The only good voices were Armin, voiced by Tom Andre himself.
Hope you enjoy this. You're the stronger one now. But one day, I'm gonna grow up, and I'm gonna teach myself how to make chloroform and knock you all out. Then, I'll drag you down into my basement and chain you to the foundation. The first thing you'll see upon waking is me, standing before you as your new god. And then I'll make you worship me in ways no one has before.
Hane,
And then be richly rewarded in bed with your mom. God, I feel like a young man again. Even better, her legs are broken so she can't leave the bed. Not that she'd ever want to, if you know what I'm saying. God, Hanes, you might be a name that sounds like a Neanderthal troll trying to drool out the Hanes logo, but deep inside, you are a badass.
and the Sarge, which was also Eren's voice actor.
I'm gonna chop off your shriveled balls, put them where your eyes should be, put a sombrero on your head, and beat you like a piñata. Hell, I'll make you shit so many bricks you'll put the Mexicans out of business. But fear not, because in 3 years, I will turn you cock monarchs into fuckmasters of galactic destruction.
All voices that got better as the show went on. But all the voices become great, even Eren's. But for him it takes till episode 9, but he also wasn't in the cast for a while, so I let it slide. Now let's talk about running gags. The show has 4 major running gags that it could be known for. Eren's mom being a whore,
Eren, your mother was a massive whore back in the day.
Mikasa being Asian, and everyone asking her racist questions or making racist remarks,
But it's swarming with titans, and not even your karate skills can stop them.
What did you say?
Or was it kung fu?
the Titans being hood rats, which as a black guy, I do not find offensive,
What's good, niggas? This looks like a sandbox.
and Armin's twisted mind.
Steady your hand, Armin. You can't let them see it shake when you take your revenge.
Mind you, there are many more running gags, but these are the ones from episode 1 that are brought up in almost every episode. Also, these are the jokes with the most evolution over time. Eren's mom, being the biggest whore in the history of whores, just gets more and more ridiculous as the show goes on, and episode 14 is the biggest payoff so far, with the whole courtroom knowing who his mom is and Eren having to hear stories about her.
Kid, there isn't a man above the age of 30 that doesn't know that name.
What?
You seriously don't know.
He doesn't know?
No one ever told him?
No.
Kid, your mom was like the Cleopatra of cock wrangling back in the day.
No!
That woman redefined what it means to be a whore.
No!
STDs were like Pokemon for her. She had to catch them all.
She went through entire villages in a day, kid!
Sex with your mom made me want to become a better man!
This is not happening! This is not happening!
Well, episode 14 is like the best episode in the show also. Mikasa being Asian gets its biggest payoff in episode 7, War Goddess, with her confronting all the white people about them being racist in an epic speech.
Oh, but let's face it, that's probably asking way too much considering the dumb shit you've piled on me all these past 3 years. In that case, feel free to have a taste of your own medicine, you Muppet fucking cracker-loving, flavored honky-tonk, Krispy Kreme, Pillsbury, donut, cupcake, white supremacist, snowflake motherfuckers! Are there any more questions?
Why are you so racist?
The Titans are honestly great throughout. It really makes them funny, even when you know that they are eating people. It really was one of the best things to take the tension out of some of the scenes.
I smell some Cracker Jacks.
Look at this little motherfuckers running around out here.
It's like Candyland.
And then Armin. You know, I won't even talk about him. You just have to experience him to understand how great he is.
I've got one! After all, pain is the greatest motivator.
Armin, what are you doing?
Shut the fuck up and let me do my shit! He studies the various permutations of flesh and striations of muscle, looking for a chink in its armor.
Armin?
He lifts the blade to start the feast. The entire world watches in ravenous hunger. You ready to strike?
Armin?
Here it is, Mr. Whiskers. Take us home.
Then there is the writing style. It has tons of good foreshadowing and offhanded dialogue, and loves to go through almost every scene in the show and just make that scene funny, which leads to a lot of jokes being basically monologues. But it's such a good monologue, or just a simple back and forth, that it makes it so he can just upload the best clips from the episode, which he does. Look at his channel. And the characters, oh my god, the characters. Everyone is funny here, in one way or another, from Levi to frickin' Connie. And also, secret lesbian orgy parties. That's all I'm going to say. But the show has some obvious editing issues. The lip flaps could be better. I don't think that was completely fixed until the more recent episodes. And he composites characters from different scenes into another scene a lot, which can make characters look weird. I think that's because his upload schedule was so fast for a while, but he slowed down. Not because he wanted to, though, particularly. You see, Tom Andre went to the hospital between episodes 17 and 18. So he didn't upload for close to 2 years.
Wait! Hold up! Hold the fucking phone! Am I correct in that I see that it has been 1 full year since the release of the last episode?
Actually, almost 2.
Holy fuck! Holy sweet Jesus! Holy mother of all things sacred and dear to men's mortal hearts! Sweet double-barrel jumping Jiminy Christmas Christ on a cracker box! What the fuck took so long?
The creator wasn't doing so good.
Oh, what? Did he catch a little fever? Did his little dick fall off?
He went to the hospital.
I go to the hospital all the time. Who gives a shit?
But he is now back happily, and I'm glad he's okay. But because of the jump, I feel like episode 18 was the highest quality yet, with one of the best end-of-episode jokes so far.
Hell, fire or rain, we are getting to that basement, and I'm wearing your dead mother's panties on my head!
I just hope that he doesn't go to the hospital again. I really want to see what he does with season 2 and 3, if he even gets there. But I do highly recommend watching all of this show. It is great, and it's consistently hilarious, but I don't think it hits its stride till episode 7. But I recommend watching from the beginning still, unlike some older abridged series. Sadly, episode 10 is not available because of copyright at the time of recording, but you can watch the best part of that episode in the clip section. Well, next time, I'll be covering SAO Abridged, and I hope to see you next time, and don't forget to praise the walls. But before you go, I gotta give a little plug to the person who drew my new avatar. Her name is Rogue Blood Fur, and you could find her Deviantart, Instagram, and YouTube in the description below. Please check her out. She does pretty okay art, you know? I mean, this is... You see the proof, it was on screen. I think it's good enough to use, so it must be fine. So check out her stuff, and she'll get better and better as time goes on, just like I will if you like and subscribe. Or check out some of my other videos. Please do. I kind of want this channel to grow, because I need money, because I'm poor. Bye.